Hello everyone, I'm Wade, your Knowledge host. While Taiwan was able to celebrate a strong economic recovery in April, the celebration was cut short when unexpectedly we hit a bad patch mid-May. The government was forced to announce a level 3 alert in response to the rise of local COVID-19 cases, with over 200 to 300 positive cases confirmed daily throughout the remaining months of May.
TV anchor Lin Yanru posted a video on her Facebook page announcing that she and her husband and child contracted COVID-19 on May 24th, and they suffered a series of conditions including high fever, sore throat, and coughing.
大家应该可以听得出来，我的声音非常的沙哑。
Few days ago, I was confirmed to have contracted COVID-19. I'm sure most of you can already tell from my harsh voice. Other than myself, my husband and child have also tested positive.
Sadly, as of June 11th, the number of local confirmed cases in Taiwan has reached 12,222, with a death toll at 361. Though in comparison to other countries, these numbers are low. However, it's the worst Taiwan has seen since the outbreak in 2020. Nevertheless, just like the rest of the world, we must learn to adapt and fight to survive. Firstly, all schoolings including and below high school levels are shut down until the end of summer vacation in order to prevent rapid transmission. Instead, schooling will be done online as to not interrupt the students' learning progress. Interestingly, a music teacher teaching the flute online became an internet celebrity within weeks into the shutdown.
好 ，C 的位置很简单，就是01。
Okay, the position of C is simple. It's 0, 1, thumb and index finger together on 0, 1, C. Right. And next up, one note is higher. So that's 0, 2. Before it was 0, 1. Now we're thumb and middle finger on 0, 2. Good. And next is, we switch higher ray. Higher ray is...
Teachers have learned to adapt and apply their teaching methods online. However, the byproduct of having children learn from home means that parents now have to balance their work life as well as their kids, which has left many families in conflict. A series of photos have been circulating the internet, showing kids being punished, having to face the wall in many homes around the nation. Positive parent-child relationship advocate Cyber Angel's Pick suggested 3 tips for parents to adopt at home to have a more harmonious relationship with their children.
First, parents can come up with a schedule for daily activities. Just as a kid would wake up to go to school in the morning, take lunch at noon, then have a half an hour nap time, parents should try their best to keep the same timeline, essentially bringing school home, in order to keep a rhythm that children are used to. Second, utilize resources online. Technology allows us to not be limited by our physical space. There are multiple online classrooms, websites, or apps that can provide children with fun and interesting ways to learn. Lastly, communicate positively and energetically. Children are high energy and vigorous. Parents should try their best to meet the children where they are at and not expect the opposite. Because for a child to learn and grow effectively, they need to feel safe, they need to feel cared for, to feel loved, which are all attributes that come from an adult. Parents should teach their children to be aware and empathize with frontline workers as well, who have to continue working despite the dangers of the pandemic, such as doctors and nurses, police officers, garbage cleaners, or public transportation workers, and many others. These people risk their health to keep our society functioning. Therefore, it's important for children to understand the idea of sacrifice each individual makes for the greater good. In efforts to encourage these brave souls, some people have initiated an online hand-clapping campaign to salute the Medicare providers, public health officials, civil servants, etc. Others created videos of gratitude to show their support. Some even went the extra mile and donated protective goggles to Medicare professionals who needed them the most. We protect ourselves and others not just by staying at home, but also following the rules and regulations that the government has set out for us while we are outdoors. A practical way we see certain cities implementing these rules when it comes to the daily living supplies is the alternating shopping days. To avoid crowding, each person is only allowed to go shopping every other day. This is determined by the last digit on your ID. If your ID ends with an odd number, then you would shop on the odd dates of the month, and vice versa.
Together, we have done well to keep the pandemic at bay last year. Now, we face a new challenge, and while we are under level 3 alert, let us be more cautious than ever in order to protect ourselves and those around us. We trust that if we all do our part, in time, we will be able to overcome this challenge and get back to living and striving for a prosperous future. 接下来 Ruby 要为大家揭晓今天 Knowledge 大家一起克服疫情 United we get through COVID-19. Ruby 今天要教我们些什么呢？
I think it'd be good to talk about prevention.
对耶，有很多防疫措施。
Yes. First of all, wear masks no matter where you go. 口罩是最基本的防护。
大家应该都觉得戴口罩很基本，但是不是有几个注意事项呢？
是的，几个大家比较容易忽略的 such as you need to wash your hands before you put on your mask and not to touch your mask. If you do, make sure to wash your hands immediately.
那如果不能洗手 then you should disinfect your hands with hand sanitizer or alcohol.
Yes. I'm sure we all noticed 现在进入商家前都需要酒精消毒，更配合实联制 real name registration.
Yes, it's also important to practice social distancing when you're out in public.
Yes, and make sure to avoid large gatherings. 群聚会增加感染及传播的风险，大家还是待在家比较好哦。
没错，现在是累积实力最佳的时机。
大家加油！
台湾加油！ Well, for now, I am Wade.
I'm Ruby.
I hope this episode of Knowledge was insightful and you learned some more English. Join us at the FUNDAY website to watch more. See you next time.